Hey everybody, welcome back to another Random Sam Epic Mom. And you know, my kids were arguing about what is the best popcorn. So, we're going to do a taste test today. But we're not doing just a regular taste test. We have 6 different ways of doing popcorn. We have loud dogs. Alright, so we've got movie theater popcorn. Got this at the Dollar Tree. It is gluten-free, already buttered on. We are going to do basic, great value microwave popcorn. And because I happen to like it, I do the extra butter. I don't care about calories, guys. I just care about taste. Our third method. We're going to be doing this on the stove. So I've never actually done one of these. My husband has, but I haven't. So this should be interesting. Next one, we have an air popper. And this one is the one I mainly use. I really do enjoy it. Melt the butter in the microwave. And yes, for popcorn, I use real butter. Now our next method, old-fashioned. Now I'm going to actually put a little bit of tape to cover up this steam hole. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually cook it in a pot on the stove like I was taught. And then the last way we're going to do it is another popper, except this one, like the air popper over here, you plug in, but with this one you also use a little oil. So I'll show you how we do each one of these and go from there. And then, once we have our bowls filled with our popcorn, we're going to do a taste test. We're going to see which one is the best in my family. So, hopefully we'll get this all done before the kids get home from school. And when they come in, they're going to try each one and we're going to see which one's their favorite. Then we're going to add up the results and see where we go from there. Kind of leery, I'm like, you know, they're probably going to taste the same. But you know, this is one of those fun things that we get to test out. And again, any parents out there or babysitters or whatever, this is a great way to kind of focus kids. It gives them an excuse to, you know, sit down, have a snack after school, you know, just kind of focus on something fun. And it's just something fun to look forward to, too. I just can't wait to see, because we're also going to get my father-in-law, my husband, me, we're all gonna vote. So, let's get started. Alright, I think the first one we're gonna do, guys, is going to be our Presto one. Now, we're gonna put this on the stove for right now. I'm not gonna plug it in yet because this does not have an on and off switch. This is pretty much just this. Now, I wipe it down usually after each use. Now, on this one, it says to put on about a tablespoon, and I'm not gonna. I'm gonna guesstimate. Mostly because I'm lazy and I don't want to do more dishes because I already have a ton of dishes to do. So, put that right there. And you're going to need about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of these. And put the lid on. I think that's enough. Probably not. And guys, do not be surprised if I have overfilled this because I seem to do it all the time. I really should be using a measuring cup, but again, I'm lazy. So, got our lid on. While this is popping, we'll melt some butter. And then as soon as this one's done, we'll move on to the next one. And as you can see, as it turns, it is slow. It's heating up the oil and the popcorn at the same time. Got a little metal in here, which we're going to lift this up just for a second so you guys can see how it works. And it is slowly turning the kernels around so they don't just pop, pop, pop. It's actually moving it around, making sure it's all getting heated up evenly. So it won't take too long. Now, as you can see, it's up. Now, because it's going to take a little bit of time, we'll move on to the next one. Now, even though you guys can't see the little spinner inside anymore, you can see the motion going around the outside, that it is still continuously moving the popcorn around and making sure it doesn't burn to the bottom, which, me personally, I appreciate. And once the pops stop being consistent, you can unplug it. And this is the next part. Flipping it upside down. Now, as you guys can see, got a really good amount. It was just starting a little bit on the bottom, starting to do it for too long. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our big bowl here, just basic plastic bowl, flip it around so you don't have a big mess. And one of the things I do recommend is rinsing this out right away, because the oil will actually stick on there and kind of harden. So it's really easy to just let this cool down and then forget about it, but please clean it or it's going to be a pain next time. And of course, it's not popcorn without butter. So, this is such a weak salt shaker, but again, kind of bounce it about to move the butter and such. And that is our first one. Next one we're going to do is going to be the one on the stove. With this one, again, you're going to need about a tablespoon. For me, I just do what's going to cover the bottom. Now once again, take our popcorn kernels. We don't need to be excessive about it. One of my rules of thumb is that, especially when you're doing it with oil, is spreading it out so that the oil is pretty much covering all of the kernels. And I love popcorn snacks because they are naturally gluten-free, unless they're made in a factory that isn't necessarily gluten-free. But there we go, we got that spread out. Now again, we put masking tape on top of this hole, because if the hole is there, it's not going to trap the heat and steam in enough to make the popcorn pop. So we're going to turn on our stove, which I really need to wipe down, and give it a second. Well, more than a second. Give it a minute to start heating up. Once it starts popping a little, we will be doing motions like this. Because you never want to keep it still. Just like with our first popcorn maker, we want this to be able to back and forth, back and forth. Because if you keep the kernels stationary, they will burn. And now it is finally starting to pop. Now, as it starts filling up a little bit more, you might want to hold the top on to make sure it doesn't pop off. Because as you can see, once it starts popping, there's no stopping it.
Kaboom! I'm going to say yes.
So again, none of these methods take very long. Once again, we'll add our butter, a little salt, and put this one aside for our judges that will be home soon. So we've got 2 down. Technically 3 since we got 1 already pre-made. Now back to our corner. And this one is our rival popcorn maker. Again, it comes off. Some people use this top part to put butter in and let the heat from the popcorn melt the butter to just pour right on. I don't, because I make a big batch of this and this usually isn't enough butter. At least not for my family. Another interesting thing is in this, there's a maximum line. This one also happens to have an on and off switch. So it's much easier to just plug this in and get set up. Now, just for future reference, you guys, this does not like seat in all the way. There will be some air that will come up and escape. It gives it good air circulation. You're also getting the hot air from below. So it's kind of good to have a little bit of venting and all that. So let's get going on this one. This one is a little bit louder, but we aren't using any oil or anything, just hot air. bing, we got some nice popped popcorn. Alright, let this cool down a little and then empty any extra kernels, popcorn kernels that get left in. Now, on to the fourth. All right, this one is a Jiffy Pop. So, according to this, see how badly I do this. So, got a little one underneath. So we're setting to a medium flame. Uh-oh, we didn't beat the bus.
What? Oh, you have Dorothy. Yeah.
Guys, we're doing a popcorn challenge, and we've got 2 last ones to make.
But no, you didn't beat the bus. You tried to.
Yeah, I want this ready for you guys, but apparently Mama took too long. So you guys put your backpacks up and such, and then give me about 5 minutes, and then you guys can try the different popcorns.
I don't take that line.
Yeah, it's time for popcorn challenge, guys. Not yet, close down. Okay, guys, we're almost there.
Mommy, haven't minute and 11 seconds to be done. If you fail, then
Also caught on fire, so I'm not so sure I like this one, but we'll put this aside. Yeah, I know.
What did you do, Mom?
see X one of
I love how it's Mom's fault.
You're the only one in here.
Watch out, I gotta do the microwave one now.
Where's something smell pretty?
Mom burned popcorn.
The directions, it left a little cardboard on it and it caught on fire. So not Mom's better method, guys.
Good job, Mom.
So, and then of course, these. Luckily, this is very easy to do. Open up. Very basic, this side up, this side down. And most microwaves today have a popcorn setting.
Also, you can buy a lot of it in bulk for relatively cheap.
You failed the contest. You failed the challenge I gave to you. And you failed the challenge I'm going to do. Who can do this challenge? Stop!
What's going on?
Moto! Where out?
Chewy.
I was having such a almost.
All right. So, should we put this in a bowl of its own,
Yes.
or just leave it open?
I'm less better than a ball. So eyes right now fast to Bob on bed. Must seen.
All right. So we are going to have each of my kids come out, take a bite of each one of these, and see which one they like best. All right. Start at that end.
How about we just go one by one? That way it's
Okay.
more.
Izzy, you go through the line, try each one, and see which one you like the best.
And then twins, you'll go. One at a time.
I am a
Okay.
This father. Normal pasta microwave. Microwave.
Okay. So which one did you like the best? Is
I say this one.
that one? Okay. All right, Zebediah.
But what about that popcorn?
What? This one?
Yeah.
It's in this one.
Oh. Okay. That's weird.
Ready?
Don't
You're
give
next.
me away. Are you going to expect to see eat all of this?
Which one was your favorite?
This.
You liked that one? Okay.
I think you
It
turn now.
burnt is actually made it much more better.
6 choices.
I want to guess which one's the homemade one.
3 of them.
Oh, that's those 3. Unless we can't count them down.
Just let your brother try.
Did you raise a good question?
Which one do you think? Ah.
You better see eat all this.
Eventually, no. Go away. Go tell Daddy it's his turn soon. So, Sin, which one did you?
One of these 3.
So you couldn't break it down, but you liked those 3 the best.
Yes, I really didn't like the pre-made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could faintly taste the burntness.
All right, Ty.
One of these two.
One of those 2's? All right.
Most of them are good. The first one,
It's funny how the oldest 2 can't just pick one. We're difficult like that.
That one's very smoky flavored. That one's popcorn. Doesn't really have a flavor. That one's buttery and very good. Salty. I like that one. That one's not bad, almost as good as that one. This looks cheesy. Is this cheesy?
No.
Okay. I don't like cheesy.
It's all just butter popcorn, babe.
That's not bad. That looks like super processed butter, though. Look at that. Looks like
Well, it's from the back.
From that?
No.
No, from that. Makes sense. There's only two.
It's in the last.
hole?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, okay. I already tried it then.
All right. So which one gets your vote?
This one.
All right.
Now we eat it.
I've tried all of these, and I have to agree, this one I like the best. Now,
I like that too.
just for review. This one caught fire, so I don't think we're going to be doing this one again.
I said smoky flavor.
This
You
one
can taste the barbecue.
Dad,
was our Turner one.
you like the pond one?
It doesn't have as good as a butter flavor in it as the other one does, because the oil, I think, really kind of steals away from it. This one was our hot air popper.
Yeah.
And this one is the old-fashioned way that we did on the stove with our pot with a piece of tape on the hole. And then, obviously the movie theater type popcorn, you can tell it's, factory stuff. And then the microwave popcorn. So yeah, my favorite's gonna be the air pop.
Yep, that is mine.
Thank you for joining us, and hopefully this will give you some ideas for your own type of afternoon challenges. Hopefully you'll watch some more videos. Have some fun, you guys. Bye. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that. Please check out our other videos already on YouTube, and give us a like and subscribe. And if you hit that bell for notifications, you'll know when we put something new out. So try to make every day matter by finding the fun. You guys have a great one. Bye.